What's going on, guys? It's King K back again with another video. Today I'm basically going to be talking about Ottawa versus Toronto, living in Ottawa versus living in Toronto, and the benefits that come with living in Ottawa as opposed to living in Toronto. The first thing that straight off the bat I would say is living in Ottawa has more benefits in terms of owning a car. So the insurance rates in Ottawa are way cheaper than what you're going to see in Toronto or the GTA. So you're basically paying lesser to insure your car than if you were living in Toronto, Canada. We all know that Toronto has one of the highest insurance rates, especially for people that are just moving to the country or just starting out driving, especially for people that don't have the G license. So if you put all those things together, also because of the amount of people in Toronto and because of the amount of accidents that happen in Toronto, the insurance rates for cars are way higher. So if you're living in a city like Ottawa, or if you live in Ottawa, or if you want to move to Ottawa, definitely your car insurance rates are going to drop as opposed to Toronto. The second reason why I would prefer Ottawa to Toronto is because they're just less people. Smaller the population size at a city in Canada that I've observed, the more it seems to have more of a community. Okay, more of a people come together type thing. People like to interact. They're friendlier. They say hello. You know what I mean, and they have conversations, and you build fulfilling relationships with people around in places like this. And in Ottawa, I noticed that whenever I visit, I tend to make friends, or I tend to just communicate with people a lot easier than in Toronto. People are more calm. They're not fast paced. Relationships don't burn out as quickly as a city like Toronto. I do have some friends in Ottawa that I go to visit here and there. And it's always different when I go there. I'd say the quality of relationships that I have in Ottawa is better than the quality of relationships with people that I have here, because, in a fast-paced city, everybody's always busy. Everybody's always doing their own thing. People don't really put so much to relationships, human interaction or human relationships as other places. But in Ottawa, and a place like Ottawa, I would say it's medium paced. Okay. It's calmer. People are more they just live in life, you know what I mean? And I like that. I like the fact that people are just, focusing on themselves more. It's not just about work, you know what I mean? It's more chill, and I like chill. So Ottawa definitely brings that vibe for me. The third thing about Ottawa that I'd like to mention is the real estate and the rent in Ottawa is slightly cheaper than Toronto. Although the prices of real estate in Ottawa is getting higher, it still is way beyond the Toronto market. For example, you can find a detached house in Ottawa for about 400 or 500,000, whereas in Toronto, Canada, you will not find a detached house for anything less than probably high 700s, 800,000 right now as of 2020. You know what I mean? So it's easier, or it's more affordable to buy property there, and it's easier to rent apartments or condos there than it is in Toronto. The condos are a little bit more close tier to, what you would see in Toronto, maybe like a few $100s cheaper, but still cheaper than Toronto. The apartments are quite affordable compared to the apartments in Toronto. So it is cheaper to live in Ottawa as opposed to living in Toronto. The fourth thing I like about Ottawa is that it's a capital city. You can get government jobs in Ottawa, okay? If you're the type that's looking for a government job, Ottawa is definitely your best bet. You're not gonna easily find government jobs in Toronto, super saturated. Ottawa is literally where the capital is. So that's the best place that you can possibly go for looking for a government job in Ontario. Government jobs are very secure. Government jobs pay good. So I definitely would recommend you checking out Ottawa. The fifth thing I like about living in Ottawa is the fact that, there's a pretty good level of multiculturalism in Ottawa. I also like that fact about Ottawa. It's pretty multicultural. You see a lot of Middle Eastern people in Ottawa. You see a lot of Indian people in Ottawa. You see a lot of East Africans in Ottawa. You see a lot of Nigerians in Ottawa. So it's like it's a good balance. Whenever I go to Ottawa, I just blend right in. I feel right at home almost because of how multicultural it is. Ottawa is at a boundary between Ontario and Quebec. Gatineau is the closest city to Ottawa, which is in Quebec. In case you do not know that information, it's about a 10-minute drive between Ottawa and Gatineau. So it's quite interesting in case you want to see what the other province looks like, or you want to see what life is like in the other province. It's definitely like super close for you to just basically cross into Quebec. And yes, people speak both French and English because it is, they're both the official languages in Canada. So you're going to see a lot of people speaking French. It's also interesting in case you want to pick up a new language or you want to learn French. It's not necessary to know French when you live in Ottawa. It does help with jobs. You know, people that speak French or are bilingual might make slightly more money or might be employed more because of that fact, because they're bilingual and they can communicate in both languages. They're always looking to hire people that are bilingual for different variety of jobs, including government jobs. So that's also an important thing to note. A bonus reason for moving or for living or visiting Ottawa that I'd like to add is the fact that the crime rate as well in Ottawa is a little bit lower than Toronto, so it's more safe than Toronto, that's for sure. Crime still happens, as you know, crime happens everywhere, but it's not widespread. If you like more of the fast-paced city life and you like the big city, Toronto is definitely going to work better for you. But if you want to just have a moderate pace, probably get a government job, a capital city, a place where relationships between people are more encouraged, everything is just chill, then I suggest Ottawa might definitely work better for you. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you found it informative. It's your man King K. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next video.